Alright, now that my hull duty is over and done with, finally get back to some more the Desolate Hope. Previously, we finally found the virus that's messing with Malens here, but we're gonna have to do some preparation first. As you can see from my last night shift that I had, I got a whole bunch more bits. I actually have 802 now. That's the power of collecting those resource capsules. It's crazy. And we're gonna have to grab a few things. I'm gonna have to show you a trick that I use in the game to get a whole bunch of bits. And we're gonna go ahead and use the simulation, the subspace simulation that we went to the last time. Because there's one thing that I kind of left untouched. And also I'm gonna need these charges sooner or later. Because we're going to be fighting our first virus today. I feel like we're going to be ready. Very ready. I am so ready I'm going to blow up him as practice. Welcome back to Subspace. Now, there's one way I did not go, because I kind of just forgot where he was, and I went right for the fissure instead. But he's right in this room. Yeah, you can't see him right now, can you? But he's here. He's here, and he's very vital, initially, to making lots and lots of money. I'll just take care of the Blaster Master turrets. That's exactly what they remind me of, the Blaster Master turrets. You have to step to the side, or they'll shoot you in the face. It's this guy. This guy sells subspace items. You can increase your weapon power, you can increase your weapon's distance, and you can get something that's very hard to read, but it says Cabbage Value Plus. That turns cabbages into from 1 point to 2 points. And then you could buy another upgrade that will make it 2 points to 3 points. So pretty much all you do, find an area that has enemies in it, go back and forth between those areas, and collect cabbage. You'll be cabbage farmer in this game. As you can see, the bits are going up by 2 now instead of 1. So it's really good for getting a lot of money. And for some reason, the rabbit homes in on the last enemy you killed, even though he's heading for another lettuce. And it might even be closer. I already have a save, though, where I already farmed a whole bunch of bits together. So what I'm going to do is reset the game. You hit F2, you can head right back to the title without closing it. Pretty handy for stuff like this. I usually don't do these, but I just wanted to show off that, hey, you can do that. And it said 31%, but I really didn't make any story progress. It's just that I now have 31% resources. I don't know how. I think bits are counted as resources. But now I have a lot more bits. I have a fully powered up subspace coffee. I bought all the weapon upgrades. I bought the weapon distance. I bought all the cabbage upgrades. And what I have left over is 1,591 bits. I need a lot more bits than this to become incredibly powerful, but it's a good start. Between videos, I'll go back to easy subspaces and farm up a whole bunch of bits. It's a lot easier than running around in the field and picking up the bits as they spawn like coins. And, of course, if you defeat a boss, you get some bits too, but, of course, you could only do that so many times. You know what? I'm grabbing that pink egg. I'll be coming back this way anyway, and I'll get even more charges. I lost all of the charges that I farmed up in the previous save anyway, because I changed saves. Change saves in any way, you lose all your charge progress. Kind of annoying, but charges are pretty easy to get a hold of anyway. Why do I call them charges? Oh well. I could call them whatever I want. I'm Coffee. Welcome back to Malinville. The puppet people are still being puppet people. There's still that creepy wooden robot overlord person in the back, just lording over everyone. What the heck is his job? Maybe he builds the buildings. Not dealing with that guy just yet, but I will soon. I'm going over here, though. To Robo Baby! I'm buying something off of Robo Baby. I'm going to need these water boots. I could get a hover pack too, but I don't really need that. X-ray goggles lets you see invisible walls that you could shoot or walk through. and pickpocket lets you... It's basically like mug. You hit an enemy, you might get a bit. But I think it's a little buggy because after getting pickpocket, you might get a bit, but also not get a bit. It's like collecting an anti-bit. It's just part of the game's glitchy programming. Not the glitchy programming as in the robots, the game's own glitchy programming, because this is kind of like the redheaded stepchild of Scott's games. Why am I even walking back for? I got a tab button right here. And this will spit me out right in front of Malens, I hope. Please don't send me to the console. Oh good, it did not do that. It only happens if you reset the game while you're inside a simulation. We're going to be going to Mirad now and check out what's inside her head. I'm still assuming that's a her. It's either a her or a very effeminate guy. At least Mirad's music is pretty chill. And now I have a sense of dread because YouTube has been giving me copyright ID problems. Of course they got cleared, but it's still giving me problems because all the music in this game is third party. And I don't know if YouTube's gonna give me any hassle with this one too. But we're here for a very specific purpose, this wall. And also water boots lets us float forever. Until we hit like a ceiling or something. But we're gonna be using the water boots to head right over here. I don't care much for what's going on here right now. There's no virus here. All I care about is this guy. It's Unam. He is a hacker. He is a friendly hacker. And he has some nice items here. What I'm going to want off of him, though, is auto half price. Now you can see that the prices are not halved. But watch when I buy battle hacking. Ah, it only took away 250 of my bits. It actually halves my expenditure. And not the actual price itself. We'll need fourth sight eventually too, but not right now. That's kind of a light game thing. And that's all we need to do in this area. There is subspace areas around here too, and they're really, really good for hacking bits because of a certain enemy, but since we're going to be visiting this place later anyway, I might as well take care of it later. Yeah, I don't want to talk to Mirad right now. That's story progression. I don't want to deal with that. All I came for is battle hacking and auto half price, which is both really good items. Battle hacking lets me do something in battle, and actually gives me 1 free ammo to do it too. So it's a 2 for a price of 1 deal. Now I'm going to use auto half price to get some free bonuses. Free power-ups. I'm going to head over to Algo. I almost said Algal. I choked away the L. La Milana is in my brain, people. Please save me. Hey, where'd all my charges go? What? Changing simulations takes away my charges too? I didn't know that. Wait a second, if changing simulations takes away my charges, then why do I have blue charges from killing those flying watery face people? I have questions now. It's like this game is a little bit glitchy. I guess it's selective. Maybe if you use tab, you throw away your charges. But if you exit normally, you get to keep them. Ah well, I'll muse upon that later. It's probably just a freak occurrence anyway. Alright, now it's time to head right back to Algo. I'm still wondering what that guy's job is. In fact, is there any even wind there, or is that thing gear-powered? It kind of defeats the purpose of having a windmill when there's no wind and you power with something else. You probably power with gasoline. Because I don't think this village needs a lot of gasoline. Just saying. Hey, your name is Algal now, and I'm buying things off you. Each of these things are now half the price now. But I'm really gonna need to focus on defense, attack, speed, and charge. So let's grab up a few of these. Speed, attack, charge, and... yeah, I can't afford anything else now. But I have it pretty much bought out. There's an Algo in every one of the simulations. And by the way, I went to Mirad's simulation for Unam because he does not appear in Malens's simulation. He only appears in Mirad's and I think it's Bio Beta's. I can't remember his location in Bio Beta. And Mirad's closer anyway. Alright, it's time for us to mess up a virus. We're gonna jump in front of him, put our hands over his eyes, and go, Mess up! Mess up! Oh, you're the worst at this. Gonna have to kill this guy, though. Probably the bodyguard for the virus. Actually, he's still there even after we kill this virus, so... that's just pointless. It's time for a virus fight! Also, this loading screen likes to mess with my window. Yep, there it goes. It says not responding now. I don't know why it does that. It's unoptimized, or my computer's a dinosaur. Welcome to cyberspace, where we battle viruses in RPG formats. We got so many different abilities. But right off the bat, minigames. Minigames for everyone. And also, I just used my hack, which gave me a whole bunch of these buttons up here. Pretty much the principle behind this is it's an RPG. Using charge gives you more abilities, as you can see with the little green dots by their health bars. The more charges you have, the better their abilities get. The robots kind of have their own special purpose. Like, Mirad here basically controls the buttons. This guy is attack-based, and he has the least health. This guy spawns pets and other abilities. And this guy is a debuffer. As you can see, this guy just nailed us with slow. I'd explain what the abilities do, but it's really hard to because you have to play this pretty quickly. Hey, what happened? I can't load Pluke's minigame. Ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Stop being ridiculous right now. Oh, wait, I already have Pluke's quest. As you can see, we have a great many minigames now, and we could change their power-ups. We could give them orders to give us a certain kind of power-up, or we could give all the power-ups at once. This makes it really helpful in the later bosses, because you get all of these awesome bonuses and combo powers, and it gets ridiculous. It gets really ridiculous. At least it gives me time to explain some things, like charge tweak. You see, my combo meter filled. I got a charge tweak. You can do several things. I'm going to auto-charge Neon Storm. Neon Storm will now fill on its own. It's a super attack. It allows you to use a super powerful attack on the enemy. Hey, what happened to my minigames? No! If you fail minigames, you could actually play them with like the mouse and the keyboard and all that, but they eventually go away, especially if you don't keep playing them. Pluke's quest is pretty much the best because as long as it's auto-playing, it'll keep going. But some of the other minigames have timers that increase as that robot's level increases. Alright, keep that autoplay up. And I just used my charge button, which gave my team a full charge. Now I'm just waiting on their speed because they're slowed right now. I really should do more things to that guy. Like, I already have Plukes. Let's try Taser Pod, it slows him down even more. And then I'll load up my minigames again. Give minigame right now. All these minigames. Minigames forever. I'm almost out of autoplay again. That was the Neon Storm. It is glorious. Alright, let's get speed. Must have speed. Give more speed. Supercharge gives me speed. It makes my charge bar fill faster, which allows me to, of course, take more turns. I'll use null charge that time. It keeps the enemy from charging for a while. And it's actually pretty effective against the later bosses because it'll keep them from using their special abilities, like you saw with, what was that called? I forget what it was called. Something about static. As you see, I have pets now. And I stunned him to death with Stun Rain. Does a bit of damage and stuns an enemy, but in this case, blows this guy up good. Kinda looks like some kind of terrible totem guy. Let's just call him Taro Totic. How about that? That sounds like a good name for him. Post-mortem naming. Also, he exploded kind of like a final boss there. And that was creepy. Ugh! He's giving me a scary face. I don't like it. Nope, the virus is dead now. And we get a little cutscene. We found the data the virus is trying to take away. It was a tree. Wait a second, it was in a mine. How was a tree in a mine? It was attacking rocks. It was very clearly attacking rocks. Looks like Coffee knows something we don't know. Coffee, you are very rude. Come on. He was very curious about why viruses are attacking trees. I mean, I'm curious about it. Oh well, I guess we start back at the console, right? Oh, back at, Malin's. Well, looks like we're not quite done yet. Maybe we should check up on Malin, see how he's doing. I'll check out the console real quick. It looks like Malin's lost an infected item. He has 4 more viruses. Everybody has viruses. But he also lost a little bit of his power to his simulation, too. And it's going into something called Theta. What the heck is that about? I guess we'll find out next time. Still have a little bit of daylight left. I'm going to use it to go farm some more bits, and we'll get even more powerful. There's more viruses to defeat. Good night, folks.